Hello, legendary tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest 1 for the Super Nintendo with me, BlueAnkylo. Today we're going to start gathering some legendary equipment. The armor of Erdrick, or Roto, whatever you want to call it, is where we start. One of the better legendary armors in any Dragon Quest game, although the more modern Dragon Quests have higher defense value armors. Very few of them have the regenerative and status protections that our Erdrick's armor has. I consider the Dragon Quest games pretty great. Almost any of them are a good game. Some of them are a little bit difficult, specifically the ending last dungeon boss areas, but as long as you're okay with a relatively difficult JRPG, they're generally a very good game. Alright. To be fair, this would be an okay area for level grinding as well. I think these green dragons give us more experience than even the Star Wyverns. Yeah, they gave us like 105 or something, so that's better for... And they don't have heal more. So it's better than fighting those. Alright, we're healed up. Let's do this thing. Alright, as long as I don't get put to sleep. And he's been sealed. Alright, so he does 23 damage. I don't know, he still might be able to go first sometimes. I don't know if I've got enough agility to always go first yet. But I'm going to try to make sure I heal more at around... Once I get lower than 50 HP, we'll say. Probably next turn. Oh, got a miss. So now we're going to kill him. Should I just kill him without using any heal more? So this time, he misses, doesn't put me to sleep, and we kill him in, what, 3-4 attacks? Classic. Sheesh. I grinded for heal more and I don't even use it. Alright, you found the armor of actually Erdrick. What is your favorite DQ? Well, Dragon Quest 3 is amazing, I give you that. Mostly if you played 1 and 2 first, DQ3 is... It's really neat how it ties things together. I am probably a sucker for Dragon Quest 4, because it was my favorite on the NES. As much as 3 was cool because you had your building your own party and class changes and stuff, but I really like the chapter-driven story of Dragon Quest 4. I think 4's story ties together really nicely. And although 3's is cool in the long run, it takes a long time to really hit you. Like, the last quarter of the game. Whereas, like, DQ4 just starts off really good. DQ3 takes a little bit of time to kind of speed up. Also, it depends if you're talking about, like, the remakes. On the NES, DQ3 is still kind of hard to get into. On the remakes, like, the Super Nintendo version of DQ3 is a lot easier to pick up. Kind of like this compared to the NES of Dragon Quest 1. Alright, well, there we go. We got, Oh, we actually did not equip it. Right. Because it's not Dragon Warrior, we don't throw our magic armor away. Which is how they used to do it. Oh. Wow, we're going to actually have to use the equip menu one time? Status equip. Wow, the one time we actually have to go through this screen. Not a lot more defense, but lots of status protections and stuff that's really good. Neato. Alright, so with that, we are armored up. Best armor in the game, and we regenerate, and we don't take damage from tiles anymore, which is quite nice. Okay, yeah, Dragon Quest 2 is okay until you get to that last area with the snow and the last dungeon, and it's just nuts. The difficulty spike at the end of Dragon Quest 2 is insane. So, where should I be grinding for a silver shield? Or should I be taking a run at Erdrick's sword? I'm thinking. I'm just gonna kill a few enemies while I'm thinking, because I'm comparing my damage output and what my odds are of surviving down to the Erdrick's sword. Because it's a long walk in a dark cave, and I gotta remember the path. Chat seems to think that I should be going for the sword. I could be going for gold men. That would... They do make you a lot of money in this game. I think the problem is, I don't think the silver shield is going to significantly increase my odds of getting Erdrick's sword. We're talking like 8 more defense or something. It would be nice, but I don't think it would make it much easier. I don't know if I have enough level ups and strength to kill the Dragonlord yet. So I could get Erdrick's sword right now, and I still might be too weak to actually hurt the Dragonlord. It just depends on how much defense he has, basically. I'm pretty sure in the NES version, the baseline is you want about 125, 128 damage to even hurt him, basically. That's also the time when you can start damaging metal slimes for more than one as well. Well, let me just see. Am I anywhere near a level up? 28, nowhere near a level up. Alright. I've got 4,000 gold in the bank. That puts me at about a third of the way to the shield. Let's go for the sword. I don't know if I can cast return from here, technically. I'm still definitely going to buy the silver shield before I go for the Dragonlord. But, basically, I'll be getting more experience per fight in the Dragonlord's castle if I can survive. I'm not really missing any spells at this point because I can cast... This is the Super Nintendo version. I can cast Hurtmore or Firebane off my sword, oddly enough. So, I have all the spells that I would want. It's just a matter of stats. And Erdrick's armor is the defense, the mandatory defense. So, I'm going to give it a shot. It's a fair way to go. There's probably a good argument to not waste your MP on Repel, but I also don't want to waste my time. You can also bring like a torch to save MP on Radiant and stuff. It's just a ghost. Alright. Work our way down. And then left. I guess technically you could go to like Rimaldar and use the inn there before you go to the Dragonlord's Keep, but... To Charlock we go. 45 damage to a Scorpion. Flame Sword's not bad. And we're only taking 12 damage, which, like, okay, keep an eye on my health, right? 107, 108, 109, 110. So you actually heal for every half step. So, I mean, I don't know how the encounter rate has changed because they added half steps in this one. But over the same space of walking, you'd actually heal twice as much in this game. But I don't know if you get more encounters because of that. Right? Like, normally it would be 1 HP to here, 2 HP to here, 3 HP to here. We're getting twice that in this remake, so... Stupid sleep. It's the only thing they can do to us when we're Erdrick armored up. Can't stop spell us. Can't... Even stuff like hurt won't do very much damage because we got fire protection. So yeah, if I keep track, right, I'm like 86 HP. And then for the next encounter, we'll see how much I've healed up for by then. I'm up to 102, so I got 16 free healing between fights, you know. I'm not going to have to spend a whole lot of MP, even at my current level, just because of my Erdrick's armor. That's why you pretty much need the armor before you come here. So there's kind of two ways to go. There was someone that gave you a tip to find a secret entrance. Anyone who's familiar with Dragon Warrior 1 already knows, but those side paths that are past all the spike tiles, that's another reason you need Erdrick's armor. They just essentially loop to each other, so you could waste some time going to them to get nowhere, and you'd have to come to the throne room to do anything. Right, but I'm not going for a Dragon Lord kill necessarily, Jade. The goal is just to get far enough down to get the Erdrick sword and then get out. I wonder if you can explore his throne here. You can feel a breeze from behind the throne. So they do give you a couple sort of tips. Hidden staircase. Alright, let's do this. In the Dragon Quest builders on the well, there's PlayStation 4 and then the Wii version, I guess, is the one I played. They made this area so much smaller. There was no dungeon here at all. But we'll see what we get. Do I remember, or is it different even than it was in the NES version? It's probably a little bit different. I feel like they changed the layout of the caves a little bit. Now, we might be taking 30% less damage from Dragon Breath as well. I believe that's how Erdrick's armor works. And if I do start taking a ton of damage, I can start trying to run as well. Yeah, I really like Dragon Quest builders, actually. I had a lot of fun with that. It's kind of the reason I've... Well, no, Dragon Quest XI is the reason I got back into this game specifically. But I did like Dragon Quest builders. Good, I'm just going to take every wrong path, just to show off how great at navigating I am. Now, this is a really long dungeon, so you'll have to excuse me if I do a little bit of frame skipping, because it's going to take a while. Oh, I don't know. There's probably nothing. Yeah. Gotta go through this path. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a loop where, at least in the original game, you can go through a certain path, and the... Oh, good, we haven't killed any stone men yet. You can essentially get stuck in an infinite loop where you're going through staircase rooms and they just keep looping you to the same area, so... Hopefully I don't go that way. This guy's hitting really hard. Let's just hope he dies. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, maybe we won't fight any stone men for the moment. That was a bit much. I did enjoy Dragon Quest IX. I don't think I finished it, but I did play that one quite a bit. Alright, well last time we meleeed him just fine. Not bad, not bad. But am I going the right way? That is the question. Well, yeah, actually, we'll call you Foodie. That's why the remake is so good. You don't actually have to go to the menu to go through stairs and stuff. This is the Super Nintendo remake does make that a lot easier. That's one of the main reasons I'm streaming this game, this version of the game specifically. A Kiss Dragon? Why would they not just call it a Blue Dragon? It's a Blue Dragon. It's blue. It's my namesake. Terrific move. Kiss Dragon. What are these friggin... Like, seriously, what are the translators trying to do? Kiss Dragon. Has there ever been a Dragon Quest dragon known as the Kiss Dragon? Are you serious? Stone Man, you're gonna go to sleep. Alright, at least that strategy still works. So we're just gonna put Stone Men to sleep. They hit me too hard. Kinda want to get to that central room, but it's not working out for me very well. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I guess we'll go left. Oh, look! Some treasure! I feel like this is a little different than how I remember it in the NES version. It's better than Wolf Mammal. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. What do we got? Some money. The last dungeon, giving you money. So Firebane only did like 22 damage. That's not bad. Can technically kill them in 2 hits with a bit of luck. The medical herb, that's what I needed. Dragon Quest Monster. Now, I did play the first one of those. It was on the DS or something, I believe. The version I played anyway. Which was cool. It was essentially like Dragon Quest, but Pokemon. I mean, if you like grinding, it'll probably work. But it's going to require even more grinding than a normal Dragon Quest game. Because you also, instead of just leveling up one character to high enough level, you have to do it to a whole bunch of different creatures. And then combine them and they lose levels and do it again. I'll keep fighting Kiss Dragons for a little while. Fireball doesn't do very much damage. I don't think it hits as hard as a Stone Man. And it has a lot less HP. Now where do we go? Still a little bit worried about Stop Spell, but... or, Sleep, that is. Didn't work. I'm too hyped to go to sleep. Apparently. Wonder what the odds are of me being put to sleep. Okay, well there's stairs here. I feel like we're doing pretty good at getting through this dungeon without using a lot of HP, but unfortunately I don't know exactly where I'm trying to go, so... This is definitely not the right way. I guess it's possible, Jade. I'm pretty sure in the NES version you're not immune to sleep, though. I'm pretty sure they can always put you to sleep in the NES version. But who knows what they did for the remake. Like, I know it's stop spell immunity for sure, but I don't think it was ever sleep immunity. Okay, this is looking a little bit familiar. I may have found the way I wanted to go. I'm not 100% though. Yeah, that's the charm of the Dragon Quest series, Sneezimus. They did a really good job of... and I want my Radiant up. They did a good job with the character development for characters like Taloon and... looking it up. Yeah, if you guys want to check a map of the Super Nintendo version, that might help. It's possible this is the Infinite Loop U. We'll find out soon enough. Oh no, Darth Dragon! I don't know if I want to fight a Darth Dragon. I think I'm going to try to run away from a Darth Dragon. I'll see you later, Darth Dragon. That's too much, guys. I think I went the right way. I have high hopes. Well, I went our way. On the plus side, I went the correct way to get to the Dragon Lord. On the minus side, that's not where I was trying to go. But I'll loot his treasury while we're here. Yeah. I realized that this was the wrong way a little bit late there. The Cursed Belt! I really don't care much about that. Magic Nuts! Well, that's good. At least we'll get some of this. It's better than typically just garbage. We'll get some stat upgrades right at the end here. Unfortunately, even if I wanted to, I don't think we could kill the Dragon Lord right now. With no Erdrick Sword and not a lot of level ups, I don't think we'd have any chance at all. Don't even have the Silver Shield. Well, we got like 2 stat uppers. That's as good as we're gonna get. Also, where's all the random encounters? Aren't there usually a million red dragons here? There you go. This is probably not a great fight for us either. I'm gonna try... I haven't really tried the flame sword much. 13 damage? That's not hurt more. Okay, he's got heal more. Let's get out of here. This is ridiculous. This is not good. Maybe I can put him to sleep. Did not work. Maybe I can escape. Oh, this is a great fight. He's got heal more. He's got Firebane. He doesn't go to sleep. He doesn't let me run. Alright. Well, that was the worst encounter thus far. I would probably not recommend fighting those at our current strength. Sheesh. Alright, so how far back do I have to go to get to the split that leads me to the sword? I lost my radiant. So whoever's got the map, you got to remember that you're 20 or 30 seconds behind the stream. So you got to give me a little bit of a head notice, a bit of a notice. Going through the U room. 2 floors back from the Dragonlords area. Darth Dragon, no thanks. We'll fight these guys once we've got a sword. And maybe a shield. Alright, we're 3 floors back from the Dragonlords Keep. This is not the U floor, but... So, I know where the sword is. It's inside the room to the left that I went around last time. It's just a matter of getting in there. Can I kill even a Kiss Dragon? Okay. I was getting a little bit concerned there. Hey, level up, that's good. Give me some strength. 12 strength, that is good. Lots of HP and strength. That's like primary attributes for me right now. That'll make a pretty good difference, honestly. 81 strength, 109 attack power. That might legitimately put us, with Erdrick's sword, into range of killing the Dragonlord. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I believe that staircase is the one I was looking for. I just wasn't sure how I was going to get in there. I'll kill it. I should just be running now. But... oh no! We're not immune to sleep. Erdrick's armor does not give sleep immunity. Alright. Oh, you can just get into this room from the left side. Well, that'll teach me. I thought it was like I had to go back a couple floors to get in there or something. Oh, which way is it? Up or down? One way is the infinite loop. One way it takes you to the sword. I think it's up. Yeah, someone in chat confirmed up. I was going through my head trying to remember back in the old days how I found the sword. The sword! I have no room, of course. Yes, just throw something on the ground. We don't really need rings. We don't need the magic armor either. Actually, no, we do need the magic armor, because I can sell that to buy the shield. That'll help a lot, actually. Actually, I hadn't thought of that, because normally you can't really sell the magic armor, because you pick up the Erdrick's armor and you throw the magic armor away. But by the remakes, holding on to your equipment, I can sell the flame sword and the magic armor both, because I don't lose the originals. And that'll probably put me into range of buying the silver shield. That's actually really good. I hadn't even thought of it, but that means I should probably be able to buy it right now. So, we get an extra 12 attack power. I don't think it has any other special properties, but, I mean, I'll take it. And let's get out of here. Well, that wasn't too bad. I did get a little bit of help from the chat, of course, but I think I would have figured my way out pretty quickly, because I was on the path to the Dragonlords Keep, and I mostly remembered where I needed to go to get to Erdrick's Sword. I wasn't too lost. So let's see how much money this actually gets me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have for sure enough money, actually. That's awesome, because normally in the NES version, you wouldn't have this extra 8,000 gold. And now I definitely can buy a Silver Shield. Well, I'm level 18 right now. So even with NES stats, if I got one half-decent level up for attack, I think I could kill him right now. Because I'm going to buy the shield, which will put me around 100 defense. All I need is, like, maybe 6 or 7 attack, and I think I'd be set. Just in case something weird happens on the walk to Cantlin. That's enough money for a shield. Alright, so before we end this episode, let's run down to Cantlin, buy the last piece of armor, and then we'll save the final grind into final boss stretch for the last episode after that. We should probably put Repel on. If the Dragonlord will attack if you wait too long? Did he actually do that if you didn't answer his question? I don't think I ever tested that out. I know what happens if you accept his offer, though. We got lots of repel. How are we doing? I didn't actually check. How close are we to level 19? Not close at all. Doesn't it start taking 4,000 experience between each level up, usually? So, we're basically at the max. Alright, so we have Erdrick's Sword and armor. We should be slicing through things pretty quickly. Oh, you mean on his first form? Dragonlord in dragon form, if wait on the attack, magic item, please screen, he will attack first. Oh, I didn't know that. If you're on menuing, he'll just attack you if you don't select attack. I would have to see that one to 100% believe it. Because that sounds like something the NES can't do very well. But, I mean, I'll trust you. I'd have to see someone do that. Or test it out myself. Sometimes he goes first. Like, it's just like most encounters. He has a chance to get first strike. And it doesn't matter what you press. But him actually attacking while you're on the menu sounds a bit suspicious. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that in an NES game, I don't think. Anyway, that was a fairly easy walk. Nothing to really stress out about. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Jade. It's hard. I've never seen anyone do something like that, basically. So we actually have spare cashola. Look at all that. We're rich. Do you remember how long it used to take in Dragon Warrior 1 with normal gold income to afford this friggin' silver shield? We're getting it with basically not even grinding at all because we just sold our other equipment. That's nuts. Extra 10 defense. That's pretty good. That's definitely saves us a lot of time. That was one of the longest grinds in the game, is buying that silver shield. Oh no, I want the other store that has medical herbs. If I'm going into the final boss, I want to have at least a stack of herbs. Did I ever check that cabinet over here? found an extra magic nut. I wonder how many of those I missed. 4 more MP. That's also fair, too. Because we've had so many stat uppers, if you're comparing this level 18 remake version to the NES version, we probably have, like, plus 10 to 20 HP, MP, and a few extra strength agility as well. So we have higher stats than you would normally get because we got extra items that increase them. Can we get a level on the way to the Dragon Lord? Well, I need like 3,000 experience. And usually on a Dragon Lord run, you don't want to fight much if you're low because you want to save that MP for heal mores. So I wouldn't feel super confident. I still think I want to do a little bit more grinding. I guess they don't sell medical herbs here. You get everything else. Did I ever check this one? Long ago, when the world was wrapped in darkness, a man descended from the sky. The legendary warrior Erdrick. I don't think that was in the original translation. That's, after they released Dragon Quest III, they added that in there, I betcha. It's only 30 Star Wyverns. Ugh. But I really want to kill a metal slime, because we have not killed one. I don't know how much experience they give in this version. Remember, the gold man gave me, like, 650 gold or something? Maybe metal slimes give me, like, 1,000 experience. Wouldn't that be awesome? They're somewhere around here. We do have over 120 attack, right? We might be able to do 2 damage per hit. At some point. Maybe another level up. I can't remember. Do they have 128 defense or 120? Or, well, I guess who knows what they have in the remake. You just need your attack to get higher than their defense. I want to at least see if we can kill a metal slime. I figure I don't want to grind forever, obviously. I don't want to get to level 30, the old max level. But I do want to see if we can kill at least one metal slime before we run out. And with, you know what? Now that we're at the end game grind, hold on a second. I feel like it's also, oops, speed. It's also not going to be too weird to go slightly faster on the... It's a little bit harder to follow what's going on, I'll give you that. But it's also saves us, this is twice as fast as it used to be. And I mean, there's not a lot of strategy here. You kill everything in pretty much 2 hits. I wonder if... I don't think I've ever fought a metal slime on the right side, so this is maybe the side of the bridge to stay on. Alright, here we go. Miss, come on! Okay, we're still doing 1 damage, but lots of misses. Dang! Dang. Alright, well we know where they are. You don't need to have 2 damage per swing to kill them. You can get lucky and get 3 hits, but I don't know what the odds are, really. I guess the zone across the bridge is slightly better experience, but the metal slimes are here, so... Maybe I'll just stay here. This seems to be where I ran into most of them, right? And honestly, with Erdrick's armor, I don't think the enemies around here can deal enough damage for me to ever need to heal. Oh, come on. First turn escaped. We can't go fight the Dragon Lord until we've killed a metal slime. That's only fair. You have to kill one of every creature on this earth before you can go after the Dragon Lord. Even if it's a slime made of mithril or whatever. I guess it's more like mercury. It's Quicksilver kind of thing. I mean, we'll hit level 19 soon enough anyway at this speed, probably. Now, speaking of metal slimes, that's kind of a neat little tidbit. In the NES version, I did learn a little factoid that's pretty cool. Apparently, the enemy's run chance, they have every enemy can run away from you, is actually based on your character's strength versus a specific value for each enemy creature. And a metal slime will not actually run away from you if your I believe your total damage is less than 20. So if you go for them early in the game, they won't actually run away. But then once you get higher than 20 or so, then they always run away eventually. So that's like 4 chances at Metal Slimes. Kind of disappointing. Alright, well we got to level 19 one way or the other. Defense 254, so that's... I want to see a little bit more strength. Oh no, not 2 strength! At a terrible level up! Typically, the Metal Slimes will be like 99% resistant to all magic. So technically, there might be a chance, but I don't believe... Like, it's not worth it. You have a better chance of getting a critical hit with a normal attack than you have of hitting with magic. And a critical hit will do lots of damage anyway. And then the Dragonlords Escape, I have a feeling whatever his escape's value is set at will be higher than you can actually get to unless you cheat or something. Like, maybe if you could Game Genie it, you might be able to pull something off. But, like, there's going to be a hard cap on how high your attack stat will ever get. And they could just set Dragonlord's Evade to not run away unless you're at... Actually, you know what? Now that you mention it, I did hear from one of the randomizers, because they randomized all those stats, including the runaway chance, that someone did say they had a Dragonlord 2, the final form, actually run away in one situation, because they had to level up a lot to get to the fight, like, because the spell levels are randomized, so maybe they didn't get to heal more until they were level 20 or something. And by the time they were level 20, they actually had enough strength that the Dragonlord actually ran away from them. So I have heard a story, I just haven't seen it on camera. If it's 155, then you probably normally would never get there. And if it's randomized in a randomizer, then maybe it's sometimes 140 and you could actually get there. Oh, come on, Metal Slimes. We're just not getting any luck. Usually I don't have too hard a time killing one Metal Slime. They're not like an easy enemy to get a kill on, but, you know. I feel like you usually have at least maybe a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance of taking one out when you find them. In this game, anyway. It's a lot better in the newer games where you've got, like, guaranteed crit spells. Yeah, the problem with Hurtmore or Firebane is a lot of the enemies you want to use them on are very resistant to it. They're pretty good on, like, the Axe Knight. Like, the Knight tier of enemies, they tend to work on pretty good, and the Wyverns. But the Dragons and Stone Men and stuff are pretty resistant, I believe. Hey, Brainwar. Brian War... Okay, that's a weird name. But hello! Welcome to the stream. Sorry to call your name weird, I just can't read it. But yeah, we've been streaming for, 4 hours or so. We're getting pretty close to the end of the game, though. Just kind of doing the last little grind before we go to the final boss. And hoping to kill a Metal Slime just to see how much experience they drop, but it's looking pretty unlikely that I'm going to ever kill one. If I get to level 20, I'm just going to give up on the Metal Slimes. Because it's not going to take too long to get to 20. And I've only seen like 4 or 5 Metal Slimes, and they've almost always ran away first turn, so... Although, to be fair... maybe one more level up. Brian Edwards. See, that makes a lot more sense. As soon as you add a space or a punctuation, suddenly names make way more sense. Maybe one more level up, and we could actually one-shot a Metal Slime, depending on our strength, but... Okay, here we go. No damage. 1 damage. Fireball doesn't matter. 0. Still at 1. And he escaped again! Ah! All I want's a Metal Slime! If you guys... Has anyone seen the most recent speed run of Dragon Warrior 1? The NES one? No cheating, exactly, but there is some manipulations they do. It's... You wouldn't believe, if you haven't seen it, how long it takes a speedrunner to beat this game. Because with all the grinding, especially in the original, you'd think it would take hours, and it used to have like a 4 or 5 hour speedrun time because of all the grinding. It no longer has a 4 or 5 hour time limit. Oh, critical hit! That'll do it. Who needs strength when you can critical hit? 775 experience. That's still a good deal. And that got us to level 20, and that got our strength over... I think that's about as high as I wanted to go to, right? Well, see, I was hoping to get 128 for the Dragonlord. I'm still 1 point below what I was hoping for. It's possible we can win at this level. I don't know. We have a ton of HP and MP. It's probably enough. Let's end this episode here. Command... Oh yeah, let's do some manipulations. Here you go, yeah. I don't know... There's no way to wait for a command. I can't manip. I can one-shot an Armor Knight, though. Sheesh. I almost want to see if I can actually do 2 damage to a Metal Slime. Because that was... I mean, they show up fairly often. I could probably kill the Dragonlord right now. Probably. But the other thing that I've been talking about all this time, the last 10 minutes, is whether or not we could actually deal 2 damage to a Metal Slime. And I believe we're at that point where we could actually hit for more than 1. We'll stop missing all the time and just hit him reliably. Which, well, he can still run away, but it's a lot easier to kill. Now I'm stuck in my ways. I want to test it out. It's not like the modern games where you can get a Metal Slime sword or a Metal King sword or something that does extra damage anyway. Interesting that you still target specific enemies when it's always 1 versus 1. This is definitely using like the Dragon Quest V engine, where you could target between multiple opponents, rather than just attacking the one enemy you're going to fight, because normally that's a button press you don't really need when you can only fight one enemy at a time. Oh, the things we talk about when we're grinding. Come on. Now that I'm level 20, I'm not getting any Metal Slimes at all. The encounter rate must be like, I don't know, 1 in 16 or something for these guys. Okay, here we go. Missed! I give up. I'm sorry, everybody. We'll never find out. We'll never find out if we can do 2 damage, because we missed. And if we missed, then my gut is saying we're still not past his defense. So maybe in this version they have more than 127 defense. Because we're still actually getting a 0 damage hit, basically. Oh well. Alright, for the episode, we're going to end this here. And next episode, we're going to take a run at the Dragonlord, which will probably be successful. I've got all this money, but there's nothing to do with it anymore. It's kind of hilarious. But I guess we'll go talk to the king to save it, because, you know, we haven't talked to him in a while. Maybe give the princess a smooch before we head off. He is delighted! We're actually pretty close to... I can almost guarantee that we'll get to level 21 on the way to the Dragonlord. So that should get us a couple points of strength, hopefully. And then we'll have a fairly easy fight. I would guess that in this version of the game, level 19 or 20 would probably be enough. Oh. So the Metal Slime, you'll never do more than 1 damage in the remake? That's too bad. Well, no, because I'm sure once your attack power was around 128, you could deal 2 damage to it in the NES version. I don't remember the exact value, but I know, like, once you're in your level 20s, you could generally kill Metal Slimes in 1 hit, or 2 hits at least. But it doesn't matter, it's just... I wanted to see if it would work like that again. Anyway, I stand by my statement that I'm pretty sure we can kill the Dragonlord at 19 or 20. And we did kill 1, you know, we did see that. We got the level up off of a Metal Slime. I will continue to support you. If you hit level 30, the king asks why you would beat the Dragonlord. Yeah, level 30 is pretty overpowered. I've done that a couple times back on the NES. Alright, video tubers, time for a break. Next episode, to the Dragonlord.